even though some people have done Blaxploitation inspired projects, we just felt like we could do it the way, you know, do it our way.
Let it burn. We like the dynamite.
G-Fly G, Flash Flicks, come on.
Get fly, get fly, get fly, get fly in a, get fly, fly, get fly, get fly, fly.
Big up, it's your man Versatyl, aka Bumpy Johnson.
Jumbo the Garbage Man, aka Sleepy Floyd.
We are Lifesavas here in San Francisco, the Bay Area, digging for some, you know, Blaxploitation movies. We're gonna give y'all like 11 influential flicks for the making of Gutterfly. You dig?
Yeah,
all right, we gotta start with Superfly.
Classic.
I'm gonna put it real straight to you. This is a story of a pimp trying to get out the game. You dig? Dope thing about this movie though, like for us, was that Curtis Mayfield had done the whole soundtrack. You know, he also makes like a cameo appearance in the film. You dig? Incredible music. This was just one of those things. Was like, can you do this? Can we do this? It's like one of those things kind of inspire you. You know what I mean? Just like wreaked havoc through the community.
You got many Superflies walking through the hood. And
you got to have it.
You got to have it.
This is just history right here.
This movie was originally called Coonskin. It's by Ralph Bakshi. It's retitled Street Fight. Because it's half animated and half real cinema, you have voiceovers by young Barry White, Scatman Crothers, Charles Gordon, and Philip Michael Thomas. This movie is very controversial. Basically, it says, warning, this film offends everybody. The reason why is you have grotesque exaggerations of Italians, of gay and lesbian community, African Americans, Asian. You know, there's attacks on even, you know, church. You got hoods, hookers, punks, pushers, terror, and triumph. Classic film. This is a bad picture, man. Horrible picture.
And still beautiful.
And still beautiful.
Oh, Jesus.
Pam Grier, one of the most important African-American actresses of our time. Still acting, still at large, still beautiful. Coffy Brown was, she really kind of broke the mold as far as what Cosmopolitan was saying about beauty. And in terms of acting, you know, she came and she could fight with her fists. And if she had to use a gun, her gun was, it looked like it was too big for her to carry. And a lot of the stories, you know, it was always her blazing a trail of vengeance.
The gun that takes the shot.
I can't, that'll kill me.
Maybe it will and maybe it won't. But if it do, you're gonna fly through them pearly gates with the biggest fucking smile St. Peter ever seen.
This is just a must-have. This is an essential.
I like Coffy just because Pam Grier was fine.
Beautiful.
If they would have Blaxploitation in the dictionary, you would see this. Most of it shot in Oakland, California. This movie starred like real pimps and Macs. You know what I'm saying? From the Oakland area. Oakland, like, you know, home of pimping. Willie Hutch did the soundtrack. It's like Superfly, but a more real, gritty, true to life. You know, Superfly was a more Hollywood type film, but this was more like guerrilla style shot movie. You dig?
That nigga wanted the honey. All we want is the money.
Great dialogue.
Well
Rest in peace to Max Julie. Yeah, very well written. I'm gonna double up real quick. This is Sidney Poitier, Bill Cosby, Jimmy Walker, and Let's Do It Again. And these two would team up in other films. You got Sidney Poitier and Bill Cosby in Uptown Saturday Night. These movies is dope for so many reasons. Like, this joint is just like hilarious. And one of the bits of trivia you get from this is where Notorious B.I.G. gets his name from.
New York, huh?
That's right, Biggie Smalls.
Well, what can I do for you?
These are all like kind of like crime influenced, how to get back at, you know, at what the streets have done to them. Uptown Saturday Night, you're just gonna have to check it out. But this, once again, it's like Sidney Poitier, Bill Cosby at their funniest, They on the hunt to look for a wallet. Starred also makes a guest appearance Richard Pryor. One of the few times you see Richard Pryor and Bill Cosby together, man, you can't beat it.
Yeah, gotta do that.
Black Caesar.
Black Caesar, baby.
Fred Williamson. I'd say between Fred Williamson and Pam Grier from Coffy, they were like, once again, kind of inspiration. Like, they were like black superheroes, like ghetto superheroes. True. Like, whenever something was going down, it was like they would take the whole town on their back, you know, and we're gonna go and we're gonna make sure that the man know the power belongs to the community, the power belongs to us as the regular people. You see what I'm saying? Once again, whole soundtrack done by James Brown.
Godfather of Soul.
I don't know that a lot of people would have ever heard this incredible James Brown song. It wasn't one of his hits like I Feel Good or, you know what I mean, Papa Got a Brand New Bag, but it was an incredible joint off of the Black Caesar soundtrack. And Das Effects came and flipped it, Eric Sermon came and flipped it, and it became a classic hip-hop song. And now people, when they watch Black Caesar, they're like, oh, that's Das Effects, you know what I mean? Yeah. And you see Fred Williamson come out, you know what I mean? He got the derby on, he looking real fly, but then he just step in and he wreaks havoc until the man has to submit.
Yeah.
You dig? Wow. Cooley High, man. Like, this is a classic film. You know, a lot of people would watch this joint, you know what I mean? Because it's just so reminiscent of your high school years. This is like the Black 16 Candles.
Yeah, and the funny thing about this movie is, again, even though it was more that they were just dressing as with the times, you remember these two characters the most out of this film, not just because they were the lead actors, but look at their style. Their style completely said, this is who Glenn Thurman is, this is who Lawrence Jacobs is. So it was a statement to me. You know, Cooley High, must have.
Peter Hardaway, you got my man Jim Kelly. Wow, like karate, he's like the black karate man. You also see Jim Kelly in like The Last Dragon with Bruce Lee. So you just got, once again, these three brothers come together, Jim Brown, Jim Kelly, Fred Williamson. They come together and it's all about them overtaking the man, you dig? And it's just an empowering, some of these things were exaggerated, but it was good just to see images of people that looked like you, that had your same upbringing, had your same experience. Kind of, instead of sitting back and complaining about whatever it was, actually doing something about it. Kind of take that from Peter Hardaway, is that they were just three strong images, three strong characters who all wanted to make a difference in the community, you know what I mean? Maybe for personal reasons, but as well to show everybody else, hey, you can do this too. Richard Pryor, Which Way Is Up? This is one of the first times you see what current comedians are doing, like multiple characters like Eddie Murphy, where he's jumping into all these, you know, characters. Martin with Big Mama's House, you know what I mean, playing multiple characters. Richard Pryor does it better than anybody. You're seeing like one of the greats, you know what I mean, just doing it at his best. This is by far my favorite Richard Pryor movie.
Richard Roundtree.
Shaft. You was a bad mother. Shut your mouth.
You knew Shaft was gonna win. You knew. The story's well written, but it starts out as it goes. You're like, okay, this is a hero. This is a superhero. There's something special about this guy.
Shaft had this love-hate relationship with his kind of his enemy.
Yeah.
And it just so happens his enemy's name was Bumpy. And that's me, you dig? And Bumpy was ill. He always had this cigar, you know what I mean? Kind of giving Shaft a tough time, you know what I mean? In his own way, Bumpy kind of helped Shaft out. So once again, classic, one of the greatest, you know, Blaxploitation movies, just black films, period, ever made. Shaft.
Soundtrack.
Great music to come off of this.
If you don't get a chance to hear much of the music while you're watching it, make sure you cop the soundtrack as well.
Those are our influential 11. You know, we couldn't just stop at 10. You know how we do. We had to overdo it. One love, y'all, man. You've been doing it with your people, Lifesavas. I'm Versatyl, a.k.a. Bumpy Johnson.
Jumbo, a.k.a. Sleepy Floyd.
Missing in action, my man, Jimmy Slimwater. We are Lifesavas. Big up to my people, Accelerator TV. Stay locked, you know what I'm saying?
Gutterfly, the original soundtrack, does not have a film finished yet. We've been piecing together some things that we've been working on where we actually got into character. We got Pharaoh's character, we got Bumpy Johnson, Jimmy Slimwater, Sleepy Floyd, Pharaoh's Daughters, you know what I mean? We're putting it together, but we wanted to, you know, kind of give y'all a little sneak preview since you've been waiting so long. My man Bumpy Johnson, Sleepy Floyd in action, so let's check that out.
Talk to me, baby. Crack, baby. 6'6".
Hey, Sleepy, man. Yeah, I'm in the mood for $1 million.
3.5, baby.
3.5 with interest.
I'm interested.
Hey, man.
Oh,
Man, you cut the back of my head, man.
I'm sorry, Bumpy.
Get him.
Oh,
Get him, Bumpy, get him.
I'm sorry, Bumpy.
Next time you hear grown folks talking, you keep your mouth shut here.
Yeah.
Now let's double up.